All right, we're going to take a couple minutes and hit the mailbag, answer some questions from the listeners.
Mailbag.
Yeah. All right, if you got a question of your own, you can go to the website, thefantasyfootballers.com, and click on the Submit a Question button. Send us your question. We try to answer a few of them on the show as often as we can. You can also find us on Twitter at the FF Ballers. All right, Jared in Los Angeles is an Antonio Brown owner. Big Ben is hurt again. What do I do with Brown? There's no better person to answer this question than Mike Wright, the Antonio Brown owner, amongst us three.
The good news is that Michael Vick will not be playing quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It will be Jarvis. Why do I always do that every time, too? Oh, it's going to be Landry Jones. And Landry showed that...
Jarvis Landry Jones. Yes, his name.
Jarvis
Landry Jones.
Jarvis Landry Jones.
He has shown that he can get the ball to his playmakers. Antonio Brown had that over 100-yard game with Jones as the quarterback. It's against the Browns, and the Browns are in really bad condition on their defense. So I feel perfectly fine starting him this week. If the news breaks that Big Ben is now out longer, which is it's still possible that could happen, then there could be an issue. But at least for the next 2 weeks, you're okay because it's a good matchup, and then he's not playing.
Landry Jones, unlike Michael Vick, is a young guy who I feel like Antonio Brown, if he came over to him and says, listen, you're going to throw me the ball. He'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
And it would be the right decision because if you want to succeed, you should probably throw it to probably the best pure wide receiver in football or in the top 5.
And Jones gets the ball to Martavis as well. Jones has 3 touchdowns on the year. All 3 have gone to Martavis Bryant.
Jason, Andy Hoffman in Tampa, Florida wants to know, would you rather have Giovani Bernard or James Starks moving forward? Both guys look like a 1A in a system with 2 RB1s competing for the top spot. Who do you put your faith in moving forward, Jason?
That's tough. It really comes down to who you put more faith in of Jeremy Hill and Eddie Lacy. And I think at this point right now, there's just no way you could put faith in Eddie Lacy. So I think I'd rather have Starks. Because right now, coming up this week, I would rather start Starks than Gio personally, but that is volatile. So if you need somebody for the long term, if you're looking, for this week, I would take Starks. For the long term, Gio at least has his role carved out. Gio will touch the ball, and it's not like all of a sudden Hill's going to come and take everything.
Would you argue then that Starks has the highest upside if you're deciding there?
Yes.
Because you know what Gio's role is, but Starks' role could be complete RB1 if the groin injury isn't better, if Lacy can't get back on the field.
Exactly. Higher floor is Gio, higher ceiling is Starks.
All righty. Let's see here. Rest of season for Taylor. He says, hello. It's been a while.
Hey.
Been a while.
Hey.
No, there's no hey. He was inactive.
Hey.
Oh, my gosh. Rest of season, Frank Gore or Chris Ivory, Mike?
Oh, Frank Gore.
Yeah, it's got to be Gore.
The tables turn so quickly.
It's got to be Gore. I wanted that quote out there in the world.
That's not even close.
I know.
You got to have
I
at least rhyme.
I appreciated it.
I don't know why it's in my head. It's Monday morning. Come on.
There's nothing wrong with it. That's a fantastic song.
How many carries?
That's a great top 40 hit.
Frank Gore got what, like 29 carries?
28 carries, something like that.
And he looked strong and good. And Ahmad Bradshaw is
strong and good. He was.
Ahmad Bradshaw is going to siphon some touchdowns. I do think Ivory will get it going back together. Nick Mangold is a huge part of that offense. Good friend of the show, Nick Mangold.
That's true. He came on the show.
So as of now, it's Gore because the Colts seem to be getting the offense figured out. They have a what you might consider an easy schedule moving forward. So I'm going with Gore.
Yeah, they're going to take care of business when it comes to the rest of the division. I think they're going to take care of it.
Man, what a horrible division.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. So, hey, quick update for everybody. Because, I know you're just waiting with bated breath to find out what my 1-4 comeback team is doing. I won again. I'm 5-4. So
you're 5-4.
I was 1-4. I'm 5-4.
You've been withstanding a lot of victories and withstanding losses as well, right?
Arian Foster, I lost him. Lost Deion Lewis now, which is just sucks. That's all there is to it. That's fantasy football. And this season has been especially cruel to owners. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
In terms of
it's-
Charles, Lev Bell, a lot of Charles, Lev Bell, Arian Foster, Matt Forte, Deion Lewis, those 5 RB1s that you don't get to control that situation whatsoever.
In something
That's why Lamar Miller, by the way, is the number 4 or 3 or whatever you said. Everyone else is gone.
Yeah.
What happened to C.J. Spiller?
9 snaps.
6 snaps.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
6. So even worse. That's just a crazy situation that I thought needed to be mentioned.
Yeah,
real
it's
quick.
gross. So, hey, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big waiver wire show. We'll be recapping the Monday night game and getting you ready to sign those crucial additions for your playoff run. You want the playoff run?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're getting close here. I mean, we're almost into week 10, so we got that tomorrow. We'll do some mailbag, and we'll have everything you need to know. Hey, if you want to help the show out, there's a few ways you can do that. Check out jointhefoot.com. Leave us a review on iTunes. We always appreciate those reviews. Some of these coming through are laugh out loud hilarious. I mean, I just crack up when I read some of them. And also, I know you don't want to tell your league mates about us, but tell somebody who's not in your league about the show. Let them know that they can subscribe and get inside information and win their league. So you guys got any parting thoughts?
The Wheel of Water videos
Oh, those are great.
fantastic. If you haven't got your Wheel of Water app yet to pay out your bets, go do it. It's free on the iTunes App Store.
Yep.
Goodbye.
That's fun. Good time.
Thank you for listening to another edition of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast.
Strong and good,
Don't
he
forget
was.
to visit us on the web at
Good and
www.thefantasyfootballers.com and follow us on Twitter at the FF Ballers.